commentators for West Brom versus West Ham, Robbie Savage and Darren Fletcher.
Well, there's renewed belief in the Albion players since Tony Pulis arrived. His usual injection of character and confidence already paying off. And that seems to be the case for Brown Ideye. He came in with a big reputation in the summer and at last seems to be fulfilling the potential that persuaded West Brom to pay £10 million for him. Andy Carroll might be gone for the rest of the season, but Kevin Nolan is back. He's one of Sam Allardyce's trusty lieutenants and he skippers the Hammers today. Now Morrison being allowed to carry it forward, and then he was well, he's going to get a second opportunity here, Morrison, and in the end the block came in from Tompkins and then shot up awkwardly towards Kevin Nolan.
Yeah, Morrison too much time, you know, decent block by Tompkins. As Nolan leans in, I don't think it's an intentional handball.
Sam Allardyce was the player coach here under Brian Talbot for 2 years, but he lost his job after Woking one here in January 1989. He did play for West Brom as well during that time, the West Ham manager. Well, Stuart Downing in towards Diafra-Sakho, Lescott's header, and away it went from Dawson, and that's going to be a West Ham free kick for a clumsy challenge by Morrison.
It's a silly challenge in an area now which gives West Ham a great opportunity.
It's going to be Enner Valencia who did go for power. It's difficult from that kind of range to get the lift and then the dip at the end. Two managers today who certainly fit the phrase, what you see is what you get. West Brom have lost just once since Tony Pulis arrived to replace Alan Irvine here at the Hawthorns. Sam Allardyce hadn't won an FA Cup tie as the West Ham manager until this season. Both of them will feel a place in the final is a realistic aim. Gardner looks for the run here of Dawson, who gets in behind Cresswell, and this is promising for West Brom. Looks to pick out Brown Ideye, and for the third successive game, Brown Ideye scores for West Bromwich Albion.
What's happened is the little change from Tony Pulis, Gardner left, Sessignon on your right, Sessignon takes Cresswell's eye, Dawson gets round the back, he's onside, a great ball from Dawson, decent finish, and you've got to say, Aaron Cresswell, you know, he's got to do more. And this is the handball. I think it's very harsh that that's given. You know, how on earth can Dawson get out of the way there? It's hit him from not even a yard away.
Two sides who came into this match in good form. West Ham have lost just one of their last 9 in all competitions, but they have drawn 6 of them. West Brom with just 1 defeat since Tony Pulis arrived, and that was here against Spurs. You can feel the atmosphere starting to build as well inside the Hawthorns as the ground continues to fill and the home side have the lead. Here's Gardner. Now Morrison, they've got men over again here, but Morrison went for goal himself. And Adrian wasn't 100% sure that that was going to clear the bar.
Yeah, again, Sunday needs to make a challenge from West Ham. It's far too much space from Morrison. No, decent save.
Here's Morrison's corner. It was falling nicely there for Dawson, who was trying to walk onto that and hit it first time. Ideye now looking to bustle his way through. And no penalty, says Martin Atkinson, following Kevin Nolan's challenge.
I don't think it's a penalty, Darren. I really don't. Yeah, he's put his left foot out, and I think Ideye's gone down a bit too easy there, so I think Atkinson's got that right.
Jakob didn't quite time the challenge, and it goes from Jenkinson towards Sakho. Let's have a quick look at this challenge by Jakob. He just seemed to jump into it, Robbie, doesn't he?
Well, you've seen red cards given for that, you know. 2 feet off the ground. Yes, he's won the ball, but a lot of referees will give a red card for that, Darren.
Here's Berahino. Now Gardner. Gardner's going to try one, and he strikes a good ball, and he's denied by the woodwork. And then Dawson with the follow-up off target. But what a strike that was from Gardner.
Incredible. One touch out of his feet. Look at the movement on the ball. That's as sweet a strike as you like.
Sessignon. Dawson plays it forward. Brown Ideye was looking to touch it on there to Berahino, and had he been a bit more accurate with the ball, it might well have opened up there for West Brom. They've got it back now. Morrison away from Noble, and Morrison's going to try one, and that's a fantastic
strike from a West Brom player. They've had their warnings. Nobody closing Morrison down. Great strike. Adrian, no chance. But somebody's got to make a challenge. How many times is they going to allow a West Brom player to get a strike on goal? But what a strike it was. But look at Tony Pulis' delight.
Here's Chris Brunt coming forward, threading it towards Brown Ideye. He couldn't quite reach it. Still alive with Sessegnon. And they're queuing up for the cross. But Sessegnon gets it in towards Brown Ideye. Surely that clinches the tie for West Bromwich Albion. It's a double for Brown Ideye and a somersault to celebrate as well.
What a ball from Brunt. Creswell's done well to put him up, but look at him, he reacts. Sprints back in towards an area, and there, what a header that is. He's generated all the power himself. It took a little deflection just there, and it goes in. Adrian can't get near it. 3-0.
And it's further confirmation of the continued growth in English football of Brown Ideye. 2 goals today, 4 goals in his last 3 West Bromwich Albion appearances, and surely now Tony Pulis and his side safely through to the last 8. Here's Valencia, good defending again by Dawson. Now Amalfitano. Cresswell. In it goes towards Sacco! And Foster did enough initially, and then McCauley got back to make the clearance. Well, I wonder whether that might be West Ham's moment. Brunt can bring it forward. It's the fortunate bounce off of Amalfitano, who then... Well, he's had a swing out, and then he's put his hand in the face, and I think the referee is going to show the red card for that. He was going to get a yellow card for the initial challenge, and then the follow-up push into the face of Brunt, and it's a red card. And West Ham's day goes from bad to worse, down to 10 men, with Morgan Amalfitano sent off after coming on as a substitute.
It's just frustration. You can't put your hand in somebody's face. Silly, silly.
He's been on the field 10 minutes, by the way. Well, when you've seen your team struggle in the manner that they have today, West Ham, you cannot legislate as a manager for that kind of incident, kind of decision-making process from one of your players. Here's Gardner looking to feed it through towards Berahino. Sessegnon is in there, but Berahino doesn't need it. And he thumps in the 4th for West Bromwich Albion.
Oh, they're taking West Ham apart, down to 10 men, full of confidence. There's no question, the ball round the corner from Gardner, and the keeper's got beat on the near post. It's a great finish, but where's Aaron Creswell again? You know, he's got to think defensively. You're getting beat 3-0 away from home. You can't get embarrassed. And this today, I'm afraid, is an embarrassment for West Ham United.
Saido Berahino marks his 100th appearance in a West Brom shirt with his 37th goal for the club.
No desire from this West Ham team whatsoever today.
Idaye's touched to Berahino, and now McManaman on the ball for the first time. McManaman towards Brown Ideye, just couldn't quite direct it in the right area. Credit Joey O'Brien for making the challenge, but that was almost a hat-trick for Brown Ideye. Good day at the office as far as he's concerned. Tony Pulis, difficult day for his opposite number, Sam Allardyce. But it turned out, I think, to be a far more straightforward afternoon for West Brom than they might have thought at the kick-off, but they're through to the last 8 of the FA Cup. Shaking hands between Sam Allardyce and Tony Pulis. Sam Allardyce's team well beaten today. It's plain sailing for the West Midlanders. West Brom through to the last 8. Full time, West Bromwich Albion 4, West Ham United 0.